Ahava, blessings, happy new moon in the sign of Aquarius. This new moon is happening on Wednesday, the 29th of January, and it is happening at 7:35 Eastern Standard Time. And this one is happening at 9 degrees, so we are in a 9-year. We are having the first full moon and the Lunar New Year happening at 9 degrees of Aquarius. 9 is the number of completion. It is a number of endings, beginnings, new cycles of purification and of deep healing and transformation. Aquarius is the sign of the water bearer, aligning us with the cosmic waters of Imaila, the cosmic waters of creation. And Aquarius also is ruled by Saturn and Uranus in modern astrology. So Saturn brings that element of restriction, but it's not a bad restriction. We tend to think of restrictions as a negative thing. However, with Aquarius and with Aquarius being created, ruled by Saturn, created by the Aramaic frequency, creation frequency, Beit. Beit is home, Beit is going within, Beit is the womb. So Beit is the chamber, the vessel, the structure that allows your soul to be free. Because remember that the Beit, Saturn, holds a pull on the moon. The moon represents our soul incarnated in the body. And when we are incarnated, oftentimes we feel constrained. We feel the karmas, we feel the limitations. However, when we align ourselves to our mission, to our purpose, to our soul, to our higher calling, to our divine essence, then Saturn knows that they can trust us, that we are doing what we need to be doing in order to elevate ourselves, in order to actualize our soul's raison d'être, our soul's reason for incarnating. And I spoke about this in my video and actually in my podcast as well on the frequencies and energies of 2025. But I'm going to touch on it here because it's relevant with this new moon. Your soul's mission is not tied to a specific job, a specific expression, a specific amount of money. Your soul's expression, your soul's mission is simply to be. Its expression, let's separate those two things out because I kind of confused myself. Its expression can take on many different forms and will change throughout your lifetime. It does not mean that you are not on your mission. Being on your mission, embodying and incarnating the purpose for which you incarnated, your soul, that has to do with your soul remembering, awakening to its infinite nature, remembering that you are soul, energy, spirit, divine spark of creation, divine essence of the Creator, inhabiting this human form. So the goal is to liberate the patterns, the traumas, the karmas, the limiting beliefs, the ego, the lesser self, the part of us that wants to keep us in fear, in guilt, in shame, in blame, playing this game of duality, living in duality. The soul's mission is to transcend duality, to come back into remembrance of its infinite cosmic oneness, to embody that frequency and incarnate it in the body. So how do we do this? We do this through mantras, purification practices, movement meditations, breath work, all of these things. Mantras in particular, sound healing are beautiful ways to clear what needs to be cleared from our energy field and allow us to align more and more with our soul. And our soul cares about our vibration. Our soul cares about our frequency. And what is emitting frequencies? Our voice, our thoughts, around our physical vessel, which is the manifestation of the etheric realm. So during this Aquarius new moon, so I told you for 2025 when we first got the new year to hold off a little bit on setting the intentions, begin seeding, begin creating the space is what I advise, simply because the winter is not a good time to be starting anything new. It's the dead of winter. We have to align more with the cycles of the earth. And now we're coming on in bulk on the 1st of February. Well, actually, it's the 3rd. So the earth is beginning to stir. And as the earth is beginning to stir, now is a good time to begin seeding our intentions, seeding our manifestations. So the North Node is in Pisces. There are a couple very, very important conjunctions that are happening. So we have the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury, 3 inner planets that are in conjunction in Aquarius. The Sun represents your outer self, how you express in the external world. The Moon is your emotions and your internal world. And Mercury is the messenger of the gods, but it's also the frequency and how, in terms of our vessel, how we communicate our incarnation in the world, how we create community, how we express our desires. And Mercury, it's very important with Mercury to be aligned with the heart, and the heart is Venus. The heart is where we unify the lower chakras and the higher chakras, and how we can tune in to the frequency of your soul, the frequency of the divine. It's all in the heart. The more we expand our ability to receive love, the more that we can give love, the more that we know that when we are giving, we are also receiving, the more that we are working this energetic center and clearing away the resentment. We as human beings, who all of us have been hurt, all of us have been heartbroken, all of us have been wronged in one way, shape, or form. In terms of the wronging, it's very important to be aware that we chose the interactions we would undergo. One being chose to be a villain in that interaction for our soul to evolve and for that soul to evolve. And we're not judging. And another being chose to be the victim. This is simply to play out the energetics of this world. Both souls, in their true essence, are infinite, are sovereign, are free. And that's what Aquarius brings. Aquarius brings that energy of freedom, liberation, being a rebel. But let's be rebellious in a way that is in alignment with our soul, with our heart. It's time to let go of the judgment. We are in an incredibly polarized world. Every day we see more and more polarization. And we're in a trine with Pluto. Actually, no. The trine is with Jupiter. But Pluto is also in the mix. Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, resurrection, deep transformation, deep, profound spiritual healing, the kind of healing that we often shy away from, is also in conjunction with Mercury, with the Sun and the Moon. So during this new moon, we really have a profound opportunity to shift and transform whatever needs to be transformed. We have the opportunity to heal. We have the opportunity to align more deeply with our soul and our spirituality. The divine, the cosmic creation frequencies, is always creating and recreating and rebirthing. However, if what we choose to do as human beings is to destroy and to be unkind and to continue to proliferate, that's the word, proliferate the lower dense frequencies of separation, of duality, if we continue to play in those, we are simply going to experience more of that. And Aquarius, this age of Aquarius is the age of the Holy Spirit. It's the age of the divine. It's the age that we are ascending. the frequency of the earth, our personal frequencies are shifting. We can choose the timeline we wish to play in. And in order to choose wisely, we must have mental and emotional clarity. We must be purifying the ego, liberating the shells, the illusions, the labels, all of those things that we think that we are, to truly align with your soul. Your soul knows that it is infinite oneness. It knows that it is one with the earth, with the cosmos, that your physical vessel is a conduit for divine frequencies. It's a conduit for the higher realm to embody and incarnate and express in the physical world. So what are you doing? What are you doing with this energy, all of this infinite energy that you hold? What are you doing with it? How are you harmonizing the seemingly opposing polarities within? And in that harmonizing, how are we harmonizing with the external world? These are incredibly intense times. And rather than be overly focused on that person over there is doing that, or I don't like this president, or rather than point the finger, we can always point the finger. There's always something that we can look at instead of looking within. This new moon is allowing us to go within. We have the potential for deep transformation, deep growth, deep wisdom can be accessed, deep healing. But are we courageous and brave enough to step away from the herd? Because this is what Aquarius energy is. Aquarius doesn't give up. You know the word. Aquarius doesn't care. Aquarius will march to the beat of their own drum. Aquarius is incredibly rebellious, incredibly innovative. So how are you innovating your life? How are you standing in your truth? Not from a space of judgment or shame, but from a place of sovereignty and a place of heart-centeredness, serving as a beacon, a light, to shine in this world, to show people this is what you can do when you live and express your soul authentically. This is what this new moon is. How can we liberate more karmas, more traumas, more limiting beliefs? How can we truly liberate all that needs to be liberated in order to live authentically, to express your soul in the way that your soul came here to express itself? So, one more thing. We are concluding and shedding cycles, deep awakening, profound transformation, just making sure I covered all of my bases. I'm going to share with you a beautiful breath work and then a mantra in Aramaic. Because, like I said, practice is how we can come back into alignment. If we basically are just running off half-cocked, then we're never actually in our body, and we're never actually clear enough as to what actions we need to take. And if we're not clear, then whatever we create is going to be chaotic. And it's time to just take a breath, pause. It's time to let go of the chaos. Let go of the oh, I'm so busy and I just can't do that. Prioritize your connection and your communion to your soul, your communion to the divine. Prioritize that and you will see how your life expands, how you shift, how you grow in leaps and bounds. How do I know this? Because I've lived it and I've watched people live it as well. So I encourage you to do this meditation, and we are going to hold our fingers in a totality mudra. So it's kind of like our fingertips are touching and kind of like we hold a ball of energy. And we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. And I'm going to be playing the instrumental for my upcoming podcast episode. So once again, the totality mudra. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the mouth, exhaling through the nose. Closing your eyes, finding your own rhythm. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the mouth, exhaling through the nose. Oops. Do that breath work for 3 to 5 minutes. And it's It's always so interesting with the crystal alchemy bowls. It's very interesting how when you are playing them, they will activate. Even your voice can activate bowls that are not actively being played. And just with my recording of my podcast, the instrumental part of it, I can just hear the beauty of it. So it's just, they're magical frequency tools. So the mantra, because we are entering a new frequency of creation, we want to align with creation. So the mantra is Yeserayye Effata. I open to the forces of creation. So I'm opening myself as a creative vessel for the divine. Effata, to open. Yeserayye, creative channel. Yeserayye Effata, create, basically creative force. Yeserayye Effata. And I'm going to play the notes that are aligned with the Magdalene frequency. So we're going to play with the A sharp, the F's, G sharp, and the do these two practices in your own time. Basically, for the next lunar cycle, this mantra and this breath work will align you with the frequencies of creation, will purify your mental and physical and energetic bodies, and will allow you to be more conscious in the frequencies that we are emitting and what we are consciously co-creating. So I encourage you to give that a try for the next 21 days. If you really like the practice and it's really, really expanding you, then I would do it for 40 days, because it takes 40 days to cement a new practice in your field, 21 days to activate it, 40 days to truly have it be in every cell, in every DNA, every part of your DNA, I should say. So have a blessed new moon, and I will see you in the next video. Ahava.